When you stood on the 10th tee, did you see that coming? 7 birdies over the final 9 holes?
No, especially with how I was hitting it off the tee on the front nine. Yeah, just pretty mad 2.5 hours in the end, I guess, from standing on the 10th tee. So really happy with how it's played out, and yeah, good day's work.
What happened on the night? Was that misjudged off the tee
No,
there?
I was struggling with a block fade, which obviously is not a nice shot to have on a left to right wind, and I was trying to be aggressive off the tee. There'll be some guys that hit 3-wood there. Obviously it's a wider hitting area, and then, you know, some guys are still going to be able to get there with 3-wood. But I was just trying to be a little bit more aggressive, trying to make, you know, I was 1 under for the day to that point. Yeah, just trying to make something happen, and see, not a very good swing into the water, and ended up making a good 6 after I managed to miss the green from about 50 yards. So yeah, that was a good effort as well.
Tyrrell, the second shot on 18, when you're feeling that good, do you take that stuff on?
Well, I mean, it's just in that moment, I don't think there was. Sure, it was a risky shot, but it never crossed my mind to just try and chip out. You know, the wind was sort of in off the left, so it was kind of helping me with the shot that I could. At the end of the day, I was just trying to cut it, you know, and overcutting it is going to be a better miss than coming out dead straight. What made it more awkward was the fact that I couldn't get the club properly behind the ball and had to hover it and quite far back. But yeah, for it to come out as well as it did, I was delighted with, and then yeah, very happy to hold the putt at the end of it.
What club is it?
It was a 4-iron. Yeah.
It's 2.7 million a second, even if Scotty does hold on. There's seed money in there. You know, and what else it can do for you? And
Yeah, well, look, money's great, but like at the end of the day, I'm 69th in the FedEx. I made a comment at the start of this week that after being in the tournament at Bay Hill for as long as I was on Sunday, to only end up with 110 points was disappointing. And yeah, every year we'll trying to earn as many points as we can. And this year's no different. I mean, this is, I want to say, is this my 6th, or it might be 6th counting FedEx event of the season. So I'm playing catch up to a lot of guys that have played quite a bit of golf already. You know, some of the other European lads, they're in the same boat where we play DP World stuff at the back end of the calendar year, and we miss some events over in the States. So yeah, I'm just out here trying to earn as many points as I can, and try and set myself up nicely for next year.
that top 50 is, we know what that will next year now. The top 50 in the FedEx is huge.
Yeah, but I mean, if you play well, you earn your right to be there. It's as simple as that, where it's a level playing field. We're all going out trying our best every week, and if you play better, then obviously you're going to be in the bigger event, and that's, sport is brutal, and golf's no different.
Tyrrell, curious your opinion on Sawgrass. You missed a few cuts here early in your career, and now 2 pretty good results back to back.
Yeah, it's funny. Sounds horrible to say something positive, I guess, but it's one of my favourite golf courses. Although I haven't generally, apart from this week and last year, I guess, that I hadn't really done that well here in the past. There's a couple of tough tee shots for me, like tee shot on 2. It's hard. Like I always, with the woods, there's always a left to right. So, and I don't ever try and shape it. So naturally, I'm a little bit uncomfortable with those kind of shots. And then, you know, 18 visually is not a nice tee shot again if you fade the ball. So there's a couple of tee shots that I probably struggle with more than other lads that are more natural right to left or drawers of the ball. But I think it's such a pretty golf course. visually on the eye. I mean, aside from 8, you don't need 235-yard par 3s. That kind of ruins it a bit. I've got to say something negative, obviously. But yeah, I do like the golf course. So yeah.
Some people are a rare smile, Tyrrell, on 18. Would you still be smiling if it's top 2 rather than win?
Yeah, I mean, considering where I was at the start of the back 9, I was probably tied 34th or something like that. So if you'd said that you finished second in the tournament or tied second, then and you don't have to play the back 9, I think you'd take that.
So you've been in the heat against Scotty a few times. What do you think of what he's doing with his game at the moment, week to week to week?
Yeah, it's very impressive, incredibly consistent. He's had an amazing 15-month stretch of golf. I played with him last Sunday, and it was clear like he didn't have his best that day, but he still hung around and had a chance there right at the end. Like, it's a pretty tough thing to do to be up there when you don't have your best golf and still give yourself a chance to win. So yeah, it's very impressive what he's doing, and yeah, there's not much more that I can say.
You've talked about the challenges you've had this course. Were there adjustments you've made this year that helped you?
No changes in terms of how I try and play. I just go out there and what's in front of me, I try and do the best I can with what I've got. And yeah, it's worked out nicely in the end this week, but yeah, I just try my best.
Thanks, Tyrrell.
Okay.
Thank you.